happened on the bottom and that piece of tape on top? He said, well, I want that piece of tape on top to help the downforce on the left side of the car. And when I do that, I have to have more opening, so I go on the bottom and put the opening down there.
Going to have some green flag pit stops coming up after a few more laps, so let's take a break here and be back in time for them. Michael Waltrip's your leader.
Back at Talladega, the EA Sports 500 presented by Dodge. Dodge is the first one to hit pit road on this round of pit stops. It is Jason Leffler. They will make a 4-tire change and send Jason on his way. Fuel mileage for the Dodges has got
one on the wall on the backstretch. Todd Bodine has hit the wall hard on the backstretch. Elliott Sadler and Casey Atwood are in it. Caution's out. A hard crash for Todd Bodine. He was running 4th at the time. And the first yellow flag of the race waves as the field comes to the stripe. Harvick not able to get his lap back.
He was trying.
They're going to check the photo finish camera to be sure. Elliott Sadler and Casey Atwood's cars resting together after their involvement in the accident. Well, BP, no caution-free race. Boy, that's good to see. Look at the front-end damage to that car. Glad to see Todd Bodine out. See his Hans device there hooked up to the back of his helmet.
That was hard contact with the front, with the wall in front of the car. He's pretty spry walking across that racetrack.
You talked about it earlier, BP. Seem to have a lot of accidents on the straightaways here.
You know, that's when they really start jockeying. Let's see if we can find out what might have happened.
Bodine's top car on the left. Kevin Harvick.
Kevin Harvick gets in the back of the 66 car and just turns him right in the wall. And there we see the 19. I think the 19 and 21 had probably made contact back on the straightaway trying to slow down.
Yeah, I'm sure there's one guy was waving and one guy didn't get on the brakes quick enough. And they probably got in the back of each other. Let's see if we can see it. Can't grab it by that angle.
All right, all the cars are on pit road. Let's go to the pits.
Rusty Wallace and Jeff Burton pit together. Jeff Burton is tight. Air pressure adjustment for him. Rusty Wallace, no changes at all to the 2 car. Both cars will take 4 tires. Bill.
Matt Kenseth on pit road will be 4 tires and fuel. A pound out of the right front, a pound in the right rear. Strong run for Kenseth here at Talladega. Marty, Michael Waltrip, the leader, is here. He was tight before. They fixed the damage. He's loose now. They put a round divide in. 4 tires for Michael. A little longer on the stop than they wanted. Dale Earnhardt Jr., his teammate, will beat him off pit road. 4 tires also for Jr. He was loose, and they made an air pressure adjustment. To Matt Yoakum.
The early Marlins team has already completed service. They went up 1 pound on the right front. Sterling said his car was a little loose going into turn 3. They were 1 lap away from pitting, actually, when that wreck happened. So they got a little bit of luck today.
Looked like a pretty long stop for Jeff Gordon's crew also. He spent some time sitting still on pit road.
And Jason Leffler didn't lose a lap. He got lucky on that deal. He got out before the leaders came and took the yellow flag.
Let's go back and take another look at the accident that put us under caution. This is Kevin Harvick's onboard view we're going to see.
Here they are coming off of turn 2. That one.
On board with the 14 car of Ron Hornaday, there we see the 66 just going to the right into the wall. And there you see the contact from our Budweiser blimp.
It's not an uncommon thing for people to bump each other like that on the straightaway, but
you got to bump them straight. You can't bump them as look. You can see he was at an angle when he hit him.
And it resulted in him crashing. Under caution here at Talladega.
Casey's coverage of the NASCAR EA Sports 500, presented by Dodge, is brought to you by Casey Atwood and the Dew Crew, fueled by Mountain Dew. By Sprint PCS, the clear alternative to cellular. By Pep Boys, all you need to know is where to go. Pep Boys. And by Dodge. You can take life as it comes, or you can grab life by the horns. Dodge.
The remains of Todd Bodine's car being hauled back to the garage area. We're under caution for the first time today in the EA Sports 500 at Talladega, presented by Dodge. Ever wonder what it'd be like to take on Dale Earnhardt Jr. on the racetrack? Well, over 6,000 fans lined up for that opportunity here, and a chance to win $10,000. With his 46-second lap on EA Sports' new NASCAR Thunder video game, Chad Cook outlasted all to earn his race with Dale Jr. And in the one-on-one championship, Chad lived out the dream, defeating the NASCAR star and taking home the $10,000 grand prize.
That kid's a little rough on Dale.
Attaboy, Chad.
$10,000 right here.
And Junior thought he was good at those video games. Marty, go ahead.
Well, guys, I tell you, I wouldn't want to take on Dale Jr.'s crew on pit road because they're pretty ruthless here. They obviously just won the race off pit road. Here's a chart where they keep up with the times. Goal number 1 today, 14.57 on their stops. 14.65 was the last stop. Look at goal number 2. Get BP's money. How about that, Parsons? You may be paying out some money today. Those guys may be paying out a little cash this afternoon.
14.65 is not going to get it done. $12.99. They get 100 apiece from old BP.
Todd Bodine has come from the Infield Care Center. Dave's with him.
Todd Bodine just walked out, hands his helmet and his Hans device away. Todd, tell us about the incident.
Don't really know. It was behind me. You know, I really like Kevin Harvick. He's a good kid. He's got a lot of talent. But that's the second time that idiot's done that to me. He did it to me at the Busch race at Daytona going in turn 1. I was running second, pulled him all the way up from the back. He run into me, spun me out again there. Did the same thing here. You know, it's a shame. I tell you, this Kmart Blue Light Special was awesome. The car never qualifies good, but we know it races well, and that's the main thing here. And once I got to the front, it was just a matter of drafting, riding around, biding some time, just staying in the right position. I saw Kevin coming up on the outside, pulling that lane, and so, well, if I can get out here and lead a couple more laps, you know, maybe we can get some TV time. But I didn't count on him making a bonehead move. But you know, that's what happens here at Talladega. You know, the race is so close. If you get a good run on a guy to close your race so fast, it's really hard to judge sometimes. And evidently he's not real good at judging it. But we'll be back next week.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just a little upset.
Right. Yep, and he has reason to be, Alan.
If we get a look at it again, I don't understand it either, because Harvick had plenty of room. He got a run on the 66. Look at all the room to the right. If he had a run, I don't understand why he didn't turn to the right and just go by him.
And they were at the front of the pack, so they were fortunate that all the other cars were able to clear Todd to his inside without more than just Sadler and Atwood being caught up in it.
If that 66 car of Todd Bodine had glanced back off the wall across the racetrack in the path of all those other cars, it would have been the big one as we referred to. But, you know, Harvick, and Wally, you talked about this at the very top of the show. You've got to reach up on that closure rate. You've got to reach up that left foot and slow the car down so that you don't run in the back of the other vehicle.
Yeah, if you know you're coming up real quick, what you do is you throw that right hand up and you start waving to the guy behind you, and you start using the brake a little bit. Just tell everybody behind you, hey, I got to back off here. I got to run on a guy. But there again, he had enough to run. He should have pulled to the right and just went by him.
Kevin Harvick penalized last week at Martinsville, a lap for rough driving after the incident with Bobby Hamilton. He's been involved in one today that's put Todd Bodine's car in the garage. We're under caution just past halfway here in Alabama.